I touched down in Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. Let me take y'all on a road trip. After traveling for over 12 hours, I finally made it. I'm tired, hungry, and just want to lay down. So let's get it. I made a stop to Kroger because my cabin was an hour and a half away, and by the time I got there, any markets or grocery stores would have been closed. So let's stock up my fridge so I have something to eat for the stay. By the time I made it to my cabin, it was so pitch black, y'all. That drive was just super crazy. But it was nice to see that the cabin had ample lighting and also a double security system, so I felt very safe being here by myself. The bathroom was clean and functionable, and the shower also had hot water. So by this time, I'm just ready to change, take a shower, and get into bed. But before I do that, I needed a bite to eat. So I'm about to whip me up a little grilled chicken sandwich, my little go-to. Cause child, that's all I had energy to whip up. So we're gonna get a good little sear on the chicken, add a little cheese, put that on top, another layer of the Swiss. We're gonna flip that thing and see how golden that came out. It was so good. So got me a little snack in because it wasn't really dinner. Got a few chapters and I went on to bed. After a good night's rest, I woke up to the most beautiful natural lighting in all my life. It was kind of raining all morning, so I allowed myself to sleep in a little bit because after the day I had, I just needed my mind, body, and spirit to rest. So you could definitely see the cabin much better in the daytime. We have our provisions that we have out, tools for cooking, and a cell phone lockbox to truly get away. But that's not my agenda here. I'm here to share my experience with you all, and it truly is breathtaking. So let's get in and get some breakfast. Now, when I grocery shop, one thing that y'all know about me, I hate grocery shopping. It just gives me so much anxiety because it's too many options. I don't know what I want to eat tomorrow. I don't know what I want to eat the next day. But when I do grocery shop, I try to get items that I can multi-purpose and use in different dishes. So if I got bread, I'm always going to be able to make me a sandwich. I love it grilled with some cheese, meat, keep it simple. Now we got our food together. Let's get our fit check together. Got the pants, got the boots. Oh, wait a minute. Can't forget the backpack. You gotta stay prepared. So now we got everything. Let's get it. So I made it to my first stop, and of course I had to stretch because I didn't want to pull a muscle. I am here at the Winding Stairs Loop, and of course there was a little hike to get there, but I did some sightseeing on the way. Nature is truly my happy place, y'all. Before I became a mom, this is where I would go to kind of just reconnect with myself, and chasing waterfalls has brought me a newfound sense of happiness, so I was glad to get this experience. But let me tell y'all, being out on that ledge, I don't know if it's just my old age or the fact that I was out there by myself, but I really am developing a fear of heights, y'all. My heart was literally pounding out of my chest. This little Trail D, y'all see how steep that is. I wasn't even chancing it going down there. So it started sprinkling a little bit, and I had to get myself together because I really was just nerves just shot. Y'all, bought this little cheap piece of plastic, and I ain't even had time to deal with it because it was not cooperating. And so this is why you always have a backup plan. Walking back now because it's starting to rain a little heavier. Hike wasn't too bad, a little over a half mile. So let's get it back to the car. Cause mama's hungry. So after my hike, I pulled up to this little steakhouse, and y'all, I was the only speck of pepper in there. I ordered the country fried steak with a loaded mash, and let's just say I had to doctor that up with a little extra onion, mushroom, and gravy. And even after all of that, that's about all I could eat for $20. So we go headed back to the cabin. So before it gets dark, I am going to start me a fire. So I'm gonna cook the rest of those sausages and roast me up some marshmallows. That little card there, the people set there so you can set your intentions on the back of the card. And when you're ready to light the fire, you know, you're lighting your intentions in the atmosphere. So I thought that was pretty cool. They had a little fire starter, so it started up pretty easily. Cause y'all do not know how to start no fire on my own. I soon later find out this grill doesn't really, well, I guess I didn't have the wood in the right place to cook the sausages properly. So I just put them things in the fire. And with my s'mores, yes, I like my marshmallows burnt. I feel like that's the only way to have them. So we gonna go to town. You see them jaws going. That s'more was so good. It's my birthday, y'all. I'm another year older, another year wiser, and I'm just grateful for this day. So let's make the most of it. Today is a special day, so we gonna make us some potatoes, sausage, and eggs. Today is my last day at the getaway cabin, and before I go ahead and check out, I'm gonna get a little last minute footage with a birthday breakdown. Get it, Tay? Get it, hit it. Fit check. All right, let's get on to the road, cause baby, we got a long day ahead of us. First stop, Coombs Falls State Park. Now, the hike to the overlook was about 2.5 miles there and back, which wasn't bad, but it was a lot of incline. Going uphill, baby, it wasn't easy, but we did it. Now, on the overlook, you see I'm gripping that rail again. My nerves was just going, but it was definitely worth the view. The waterfall was just so calming. And I originally purchased a permit that allowed access down to the gorge, but since it was raining all day yesterday and it was forecasted to rain today, they just closed it because there is flash flooding without any warning. So after I was done, I took a little break on the back of my truck. It was nice to sit out there and just take in the fresh air. I've grown to appreciate the springtime a little bit better because I love the freshness of the air from the wintertime. So I finished my sandwich and headed down the road. We seen a couple cows, a couple horses, and then we made it to our second destination, which is Burgess State Falls. This trail took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting this to be my favorite hike. The waterfalls were just wide range, and it was cool that along the trail the water was right next to you. So as it was starting to drizzle, I was able to take cover underneath this, makeshift cave. And while I was waiting, I had the sound of the waters crashing next to me, and also had a little mini makeshift waterfall around the rock. So that was cool to do. Now, what wasn't cool was these damn stairs. It was a lot of stairs, y'all, and yeah, I did that a lot. So after I got myself together, of course the top views were just immaculate. Stayed there for a little while, caught my breath. I headed on the way back. I saw this suspension bridge over the water. You could pause to read the little facts, but I like historic facts about the lay of the land. So the fact that this bridge is still up there was pretty cool. So now that I'm out of hiking mode, it's time to get cute, get into that mode, starting with these nails. So I didn't have time to get my nails done, so I had to bring the shop to me. Full set loading in 5 minutes. Probably should have did this before I put my nails on and got glue all over my fingers. Let there be light. I had lashes, but I forgot the glue, so I have to make do without. Line my lips up a little bit. I don't really have much of a makeup routine. I stopped wearing makeup years ago, and I honestly forgot how to put it on. So outside of lips and lashes, I really don't do too much. So we got a fit check going. Nice little one piece, gym shoes and the boot socks off Amazon. Ray-Ban on the sunglasses. Let's have a little birthday dinner, y'all. I came to this restaurant from a TikTok recommendation. When I looked online at their menu, I saw that they were in the middle of happy hour, so I ordered me a couple lemon drops, which I did drop all over my hand. So once they got a little sticky, I headed to the restroom and I saw just art. It was just so beautiful in here, from the flowers on the mirrors to the draping on the ceiling and the beautiful chocolate black women on the walls. It was just beautiful. What was even more beautiful was that my food was ready by the time I came back. Now, I originally came here for the charbroiled oysters. The last time I had them, I was in New Orleans, and it just made me excited when I saw it on the menu. Now, after that first bite, I was trying to assess how I felt about them. I'll put it like this: they weren't bad, they just weren't the oysters I had in New Orleans. So that's that. Now, the shrimp, on the other hand, the shrimp redeemed itself, because you see I'm still chewing on that piece of oyster. The shrimp had a lot of flavor, and I like a little spice to my food, so the kick was really nice. Overall, my experience there was pretty cool. Definitely a 10 out of a 10. Drinks were 10 out of 10. Food was about a 6 out of 10. I just wish I would have picked better selections, but it was still good nonetheless. I got me one last lemon drop before it was time to hit the road. I might be a little tipsy. Just a little bit. So we're gonna walk some of this liquor off. I definitely think I started the dinner with vodka and ended it with tequila, so
We gonna make it 2 with the 2, baby.
Sometime between then and now, I ran into a nice young gentleman who treated me to some company and a couple of birthday drinks. I didn't get too much footage from that because I had a flight to catch early in the morning. So overall, I would say my birthday trip was a success, but I was definitely ready to get back home to my baby. Even though he was acting a little funky, like he ain't want to hug and kiss on me, that's okay. I still love him anyway. I'll catch y'all in the next adventure.
Grant. Hi. Hi.
After my walk, I ran into a nice young gentleman who showed me a night out, bought me a couple birthday drinks, and it was nice company to have. By the morning time, it was time to get out of there, get back home to my baby. So I did miss him, but the time to myself was definitely needed. But y'all, when I get home, he want to act like he didn't even know who I was. Acted real funky, gave his uncle a high five, wasn't paying me no attention. So that's the life of a mother. I still love him anyway. Y'all stay tuned for the next adventure.